ridico, fai schifo come narratore.
Aspetta, sta lì non me la ricordo.
Stanley Parable.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Ok. Speriamo...
Stavolta seguila veramente.
Infatti.
Ah, stavolta tipo andiamo di qua. Ok.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
Ok, devi camminare su
Forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of
supera la
the nature
sedia.
of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. I'm not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Vai!
Oddio!
Vai!
Oddio!
Devi passare sotto la sedia.
Oddio, ma che è? Oddio! Oddio! È fighissimo!
Lo segui con gli occhi.
Cut the music.
No.
Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be...
Poi ho la musica tutta la volta. Oddio.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? After we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore.
No.
The hell with it. Restart. Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Per un minuto.
Okay, so I know that each door... Oh, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending?
Per 16 minuti.
And we're supposed to restart the game eight times? That's really how all this goes?
They're always saying
They're
that
always
life
saying that
is
life is
about
about
the
the
journey
journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now.
We'll find out, won't we?
We'll find out, won't we?
Eventually.
Eventually.
Well, in the meantime,
But in the meantime...
all of his co-workers,
All of his co-workers were gone.
No.
What did it mean?
Stanley decided to
Stanley
go to the
decided to
meeting.
go to the
Perhaps
meeting.
he had simply
Perhaps
missed
he
a
had
memo.
simply missed a memo.
Oddio, ma è ricominciato o c'è qualcosa di diverso?
When Stanley came
When
to a
Stanley
set
came
of
to a set of two open
he entered
doors,
the door.
he entered the door on his left.
Andiamo ancora sì. Stavolta seguiremo il narratore.
Yet there was not a
Yet there
single
was not a
person
single
here
person here either.
Feeling a wave
Feeling
of
a wave
disbelief,
of disbelief,
Stanley decided
Stanley
to
decided to go up to his boss's
hoping he
office,
might find an
hoping he
answer
might
there.
find an answer there.
C'è il capo. Bene. Si possono aprire le porte.
Stanley stepped into the
Stanley
broom
stepped
closet,
into the broom
but there was
closet,
nothing here.
but there was
So
nothing
he
here.
turned around
So he
and
turned
got back
around
on
and
track.
got back
No,
on
voglio
track.
no, voglio stare qua. Sto mirando una chiave inglese. una stesura.
There was
Una
nothing
scopa.
There was nothing
No
here.
choice to make.
No choice to
Path
make.
to follow.
No path to
Just an
follow.
empty
Just
room.
an empty room.
No reason to
No
still be
reason
here.
to still be here.
Vabbè, vabbè.
Coming to a staircase,
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked
to his
upstairs to his boss's office.
Sali fino ad uscire dal ufficio del capo. Vediamo un po'.
Wow.
Wow. Diverso.
Stepping into his manager's
Stepping into his
office,
manager's
Stanley
office,
was once again
Stanley was once again
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Shocked,
Unraveled, Stanley
unraveled,
wondered
Stanley
in
wondered in
disbelief
disbelief
who
who orchestrated
What
this.
dark secret
What
was
dark
being held
secret
from
was
him.
being held from him.
What he could not have
What he
known
could not
was
have
the
known
keypad
was that the
behind
keypad
the boss's
behind the boss's
guarded
desk
the
guarded the terrible
that his
truth
boss had
that
been
his
keeping
boss had
from
been
him.
keeping from
And
him.
so the boss
And
had
so the
assigned
boss had
an
assigned it
extra
an
secret
extra
in
secret in the number.
2845.
2845.
But of course,
But of course, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the
Stanley happened to
input
Cioè, aveva detto lui,
by sheer luck.
Amazing.
Amazing.
He stepped into
He stepped into the newly
passageway.
opened passageway.
Oddio. Che ha il cano
It
segreto.
ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Impianto controllo mentale. Allora, fuggi o entri là dentro?
Controllo mentale o scappare.
Controllo mentale.
Wow. Buio totale.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Oddio.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Ah, ecco perché dicevo che non c'era quella sulla pista spoilerata.
Images on the screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Monitorato. Non ho libertà quindi.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe it couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job?
Ah,
That his
ecco perché.
emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. As the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once
Devo
and
fermare il
for all.
macchinario.
Quindi. Ah, cioè dove entrare qui in
Non
pratica.
fate,
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Ok, off oppure on?
Lo accendiamo il macchinario e lo spegniamo.
Aspetta, ma o è acceso o è spento?
Forse in stand by.
Ok. Boh.
Sono morto.
Porco pollo.
Pollo porco. Ah, sono qui.
Hands, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He
Sì!
had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-worker
Figo.
gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Epica questa cosa.
Other mysteries did his strange broken
Gli uccellini!
Sì,
Sì, vedono gli uccellini!
Io
se la piange! Oh, gli alberi!
Knowledge or even power that he had been seeking. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Abbiamo vinto!
Did anyone tell him
La città!
Ci manca solo il sole dei Teletubbies.
Ma infatti!
whatever life he lives, it will be.
Che figata!
That was all he needed.
Addio!
Secondo me ora riparti all'ufficio.
No, perché non ti fa così, no.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
Mi sento qua.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of
Mi
liberation,
sento libero.
the immense possibility of the new path before him.
Mi sento come un uccellino che cinguetta sopra l'albero, andando sempre verso il sole, dritto verso il sole.
Stanley
Ah, che belle fine guardando il cielo. E Stanley era felice.